Your marketing team just spent 3 weeks planning the perfect campaign launch. The landing page request still sitting in the dev backlog. So you migrated to Webflow. No more tickets, no more delays, just drag and drop and publish. But 2 weeks later, you are still blocked. Today, I'm answering the 4 questions every marketer leader asks about Webflow's no-code promise and why most teams are still waiting for autonomy. Now picture this scenario that every growth marketer knows. Campaign deadline approaching, creative assets ready, ad spend allocated, but your landing page still stuck in development hell. 3 weeks for a simple layout change, a week just to update copy, your conversion rate optimization dreams crushed by sprint planning meetings. And this is exactly why Webflow looked like salvation. Visual development, marketing autonomy, the promise of drag, drop and publish. But here's what 30 plus B2B brands have taught us about Webflow migrations. Now question number 1, is Webflow truly no code or will we still need developer support? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Webflow is a no-code visual development platform. But teams still need developer support if the system isn't set up for marketing autonomy. The phrase no code is kind of misleading to some people. It applies marketers can do everything alone. But Webflow is still development but just visual. In one recent migration, a 20 million SaaS client moved their entire marketing site to Webflow. But weeks after launch, campaign updates still ran through the design team. Why? Because their Webflow system lacked usable components, launch workflows, and training for non-technical users. But wait, you are thinking, isn't that exactly what we are trying to avoid? Most marketing leaders believe this, and it's exactly why they get frustrated in the first place post-migration. With Webflow's AI Assistant and AI Site Builder features launched in April 2025, teams can generate site structures from prompts. But without tailored components and training, even these tools fall short of delivering seamless marketer control. And I have made a full review of that, you can check that out. The platform wasn't the problem, the setup was. If you migrate without a component-based build system, Webflow becomes another bottleneck, just prettier. Now question number 2, what kind of support will marketers still need post-migration? Without the right systems in place, Webflow bottlenecks shift from engineering to design, process and onboarding. And I get it, like most teams expect dev bottlenecks to vanish, but unless your Webflow build is structured with marketers in mind, 3 new friction zones appear. First, design system setup. Without a robust component library, hero blocks, pricing cards, CTAs, marketers must rely on designers or developers for every layout tweak. That's not autonomy. Second, workflow and governance. Who owns QA? Who approves legal copy? Without clear systems, Webflow becomes a shared Figma board, cluttered, chaotic and slow. Third, training and enablement. Many Webflow rollouts fail because the marketing team isn't taught how to use the site. Visual tools still need structured onboarding. In our training sessions, we constantly hear, I thought I'd be able to update this myself, but I don't want to break anything. This fear is your biggest enemy, and it's not about the platform, it's about confidence. Webflow isn't a magic fix, it's a system, and like any system, it needs rules, tools, and ownership. Even community feedback on X echoes this. One marketer shared that AI agents will eliminate the need to interact with websites. But for Webflow users, this means proactive onboarding to handle AI-assisted updates without fear. Now question number 3. What does true marketing autonomy look like after Webflow migration? Here's where most companies face their biggest challenge defining what autonomy actually means. Autonomy means your marketing team can go from campaign idea to live page in under 48 hours. Without depending on dev or design. We recently helped a fintech brand reduce landing page launch time from 3 weeks to 3 days. The difference wasn't Webflow itself. It was the system that we built around it. It was a component first build, marketer friendly CMS structure. We always, keep marketer in mind whenever we are structuring the CMS. Pre-built conversion modules, a campaign to launch playbook that we deliver once we have the training done for the client's team, whoever is going to handle the updates. And similar results we have seen in AutoTrader's 2025 migration, where pre-built conversion modules and CMS structures cut launch times significantly, enabling marketers to operate without dev input. And you can check this case study out in Webflow's customers page. And AutoTrader is not our client, but I'm just pulling this out as a case study that we saw on Webflow's site. This is the promise of Webflow, not just a new platform, just a new way to operate. In a successful Webflow setup, your team has a component library tailored to your brand, documentation on how to build pages without breaking layout, a clear, fast path to publishing without dev dependencies. Autonomy isn't a feature, it's an outcome of deliberate design and deliberate system. Now, question 4. How can you avoid recreating bottlenecks after moving to Webflow? Avoid the no-code trap by building for autonomy from day one, not just aesthetics. Here's a 5-point checklist to make sure you don't swap one bottleneck for another. First, audit roles. Who will actually own pages post-launch? Align expectations early. Second, build components for marketers. Design for usability, not just beauty. Third, create a launch workflow. QA, approval, publish without waiting on other teams. Fourth, train your team. Enable non-technical users with walkthroughs, not just docs. And fifth, plan for edge cases. Set up a support pathway for that, that 10% that still needs a dev. And another pro tip that we did for a client was we set up a Slack channel and did an integration with Zapier, so that whenever someone publishes a site, they get notified inside that Slack channel, and it just helps in that the whole QA process and how you manage the site yourself. Now remember where we started. Your marketing team planning campaign launch blocked by development dependencies. Now picture this instead. Campaign idea on Monday, landing page built by Wednesday, live and driving conversions by Friday. The difference isn't the platform, it's the system you build around it. Success isn't just in the migration, it's in the system you deploy post-migration. Webflow gives you the power to move fast, but only if you build it right. No code is a vision, not a guarantee. If you want your marketing team to own the website, you need more than a platform. You need a system designed for speed. Now here's my question for you. Which of these 4 questions is your biggest concern about Webflow migration? Drop your answers in the comments. I read every single one and often create follow-up videos based on your feedback. Thank you so much for watching, and do subscribe for more marketing operation insights, and I'll see you in the next video.